I think that this one game is the one that is going to decide how everything is going to be moving.
Yeah.
Like if this just ends up being a 3-0, you and me, we've seen only once a 3-0 turn into a 3-4. We've seen it only once, and if it is just so rare, it's for a reason. It's because it's just not something that happens every single day. And in front of this Wuhan.eStarPro, not only they're good, they're just so strong today.
Wow.
They just have like a great performance today. All right, Foshan.DRG.GK will not allow that Gunsun Lee, will not allow Shen Mengxi, and they're going to be taking Lamb for themselves.
Okay, finally, let the battle begin. We are expecting to see this solo battles all over again. Like, we haven't said this. The story is really touching. That
Go ahead.
You like standing side by side, joining the league 3 years ago together as the best new players, the new generation, 2 representatives, one going directly to Foshan.DRG.GK, the other Huahai will be sent into eStarPro. And ever since then, they did not make any transfer. They stayed in this club forever till now. Very loyal players. And oh, what's this?
Wait, what? Like if they go for Bailey Shouyue right now,
I like
that won't allow them to have that Bailey Shouyue and Mozi combo.
But I like it.
Oh, of course. But do you need to take it out right now? Because that doesn't seem like the best.
I mean, it's a
And it is
certain
a lock.
combo. Like you know, what Bailey Shouyue need the most is not the accuracy. Like the accuracy, depending on the actual performances of that player, it varies a lot. So what Bailey Shouyue really need is a certain vision. So this will be completely offered by Tairan, the use of the Xiaohouden. So this frontliner is very, very important for the entire eStarPro League. So they have to make sure that both Luna will be safe enough to do the wave management, and also like Bailey Shouyue will be gaining a clearer version, trying to make accurate snipes.
Well, right now, just that Bailey Shouyue, that third pick is going to be a great challenge for Tzu on how he wants to reply back to that right now in this second round of bans. Not allowing Tranfei, I don't think that he should allow that Mozi. If Mozi and Bailey Shouyue are going to be available for Wuhan.eStarPro, the poking damage that can be dealt by those two, it's going to be something that is going to put Team Fong in a horrible position.
I mean, there's only one player that he managed to keep himself alive when facing Mozi and Bailey Shouyue together. And that player has the name of Qingrong. You still remember that Zhou Yu, that movement, like dodging around, even though he's like fully surrounded by the bullets, he managed to keep himself alive. This isn't really mattering. So what will be the remaining choices for DRG.GK? Trying to give it to Mulan. I mean, Mulan is really good. The condition, the performances, early on to matchups, it's good. Very professional.
Like that Mongya ban just tells you that for Foshan.DRG.GK, they're not worried about that. But that's going to allow Wuhan.eStarPro to put their hands onto 2 marksman composition for this one game.
Wow, those bans from eStar, they're just so ready. They just know exactly what their composition are most afraid of. Like the Sheldon will be keeping Sheldon away, body blocking away those bullets. So that's the reason we banned Sheldon. And together they're trying to restrict, given like Foshan.DRG.GK the combo of Liu Bang and Lan together, trying to make sure the backliners stay safe. Marco Polo.
Marco Polo.
This is the least option
And they're going to take Mozi for themselves. If they keep Mozi for themselves right now, then that means that Tranliang is going to end up just being a support for sure. I thought that actually Tranliang could be used in mid lane and then just have Ziyan playing on Mozi, and then they could just still have that composition with that pick in there.
It's a swinging choices. It's like a trap over there. So if you think, it can be changeable, you know. If you think this Zhanglan will be going to support, they're probably going to be shifted into the mid laners, right?
Yes. So right now it's going to be Fang, that one last option for Wuhan.eStarPro.
Yep.
We're going to see what they can do, because right now it's going to be a huge challenge for Qingrong that is going to be playing that Bailey Shouyue. Bailey Shouyue in the mid lane, we know it's a good option. It allows you to clean wave extremely quickly. It allows you to deal some damage at the same time, but then you start losing a lot of control.
Yep.
So the control options that they're going to come in from Wuhan.eStarPro is just whatever that Ziyang and Tanran can do to initiate fights.
So like basically, if you're seeing and you're opposing to those Bailey Shouyue compositions, there's two ways, two options for you to figure out. The one way, you're going directly for those very short-handed but all assassin confrontations.
True.
So you're looking for those very heavily diving in confrontations and team fights. You manage to win it, you manage to be the winner for this game. But the other one will be you make the Pokken going against the Pokken. That's a reason why they choose Molds and Marco Polo together at the same time. We're just competing how accurate we finally got.
It's going to be poke against poke.
Poke against poke.
It's going to be the battle of who is going to have the healthiest HP bar before engaging the fight.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, they're going to be stalling to start the fight for as long time as they want, just to see who is going to chip a little bit more from the HP bar from the other opponents first, and who is going to be able to jump in with one lethal punch.
I mean, this works the same, that why are you doing this by using Bali Shogun? You'll be a fixed target.
Yes.
So making a very good target for Molds trying to hit. So yeah, sometimes the bad partner also can be the best opponent to your enemy to use. And this will be the last match in the very first half of the entire grand finals.
Yeah.
If it turned out to be a 1-2, I think we still have a long night around. But if eStar managed to take one more victories, I think Foshan.DRG.GK is not looking so good.
It's going to be a huge mountain for Foshan.DRG.GK just to try to climb up out of that. DRG.GK is going to be taking the blue side. Wuhan.eStarPro is going to be taking the red. Let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is Game 3 of our grand final of the KIC 2022.
Bottom lane. Whoa, that was
what
close.
happened just right there?
Like Marco Polo doing the laning, going against a level 2 Ejin, level 2 Fawn.
Ejin just went back home with 1% of his HP bar. You did not expect that from a Marco Polo in such an early moment of the game.
So Menglan is gaining himself the advantages of the waves here, but he's cost a Purify. Evens up.
Oh, I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one every single time. He still has a little bit more time before Luna is going to try to go back to bottom lane and trying to put him against the wall.
So it stays safe for both junglers to get to level 4, gaining the ultimate without their own jungles being invaded.
Look at that. Baisho is still in there. He knows that Huahai is going to come in.
He knows there's somebody there.
Like, he knows that, and he knows that he just needs to be a little bit more careful. Huahai just wants to come in and share a little bit of the gold.
I mean, being cautious is one true factor to being the top laners.
Yeah.
So you gain the information where your opponent's jungler started to do the jungles. So if they are starting with the red, he will definitely go up there, gaining the red with the blue. So he will go up there for the red.
Look at that rotation right now. Is going to be one more time Huahai coming in and sharing more waves in the mid lane. As we can see, the 2 against 2, come and that!
Wow,
it's going to be Ejin coming in with the dash and the second ability, dealing the real damage, stun down. He's got his 4th, and the blades come in to clean that wave.
Oh, this is really aggressive. Like, one more single auto attack will enable Ejin to have gained this kill over to Marco Polo. Since Menglan have no Purify, there's no way this Marco Polo can use the Purify, the common skill, trying to avoid those damage.
Nope, nothing that he could have done in there. Now look at that. Pompon is being taken extremely low by Tanran, but he's able to protect he protect his blue buff. Did you see how the snipe was just waiting for him over there?
He's aiming to the aid, you know, aiming to the healing aid.
Oh, look at that, being put in, and now it's going to be caged in. Huahai won't be able to run away. He's hitting the wall. He's been caged in. It's going to be Huahai running away one more time with single digits HP.
But unfortunately, like GK, the damage is just not enough. And every single member from eStar is trying their best, trying to protect Huahai. Once Luna is down, they're losing a lot of stuffs in their jungle.
They don't want Luna falling early in the game.
Of course.
That's going to be... Luna needs to be at the stop during the mid game. If in mid game you have a Luna that is actually very strong, that gives you such a big advantage.
Oh, this is the one we're missing. Oh, like Menglan Ritual level 2 ahead of Ejin. And that final blow of the first abilities after single bullet right on target.
I love this. The dash with the second ability comes in, dealing the real damage, and then Menglan, again, one more time, tiny HP bar.
Yeah, Xiang is showing appearance. That's not going to happen. I mean, the play is good, but DRG.GK just know they have to find out whether there's some people standing in the bush.
Oh, look at that. Now it's going to be Huahai. He's going to force by Show to use
Bottom
his
lane.
ult. First blood goes to Yizheng, and right now it's going to be Monlan, going to be surrounded by 3 people. Xinrong comes into the red buff area just to force him out, and that's going to be a Tyrant that is going to go for eStarPro.
The Tyrant just magically appear in the bottom lane. He's the top laner. Who is going to be responsible for the waves? The answer will be Luna. So like the whole confrontation, whole composition started to changing for the side of eStar. Like Luna, Huahai will be responsible to the jungle and the wave on the top list at the same time, while letting Tyrant go in free, setting this entire vision for the team free. He can go to either the mid, open up the vision for Bali Shoye, or to the bottom to gain the kills, to participate during the team fights.
A lot of different options that they have. 5 people rotating from DRG.GK over here to mid lane. Now it's going to be Ziyan, the one who's going to have to use his flash to run away. Heaven's Origin is going to be wide. Tyrant wants to reply back. Look at where Yizheng is. He's waiting in there, keeps his eyes on Monlan.
It's a fair trade for GK. They use their ultimate trying to force out 2 available flash. Like Qingrong and Ziyang, those flashes is mained everything.
Look at that, like Huahai does not join in any of these fights right now.
Wow.
He knows that his goal right now is just to farm up. He's got 2 to 3 minutes more. Monlan being taken extremely low. He will be able to survive to that one, but he's been sent back to base.
Look at the formation, the standing formation from eStar. The composition is working right now, starting from this point.
It's just the poking.
Yep.
It is the poking that we just talked about. When you do not have half of your HP, you do not want to engage anymore. They send Monlan. They do not even have to kill him. Look at that. It's going to be a 1v1. It's going to be a solo. Ziyan going to jump in. Tyrant comes in. It's going to be taken down. Pom-pom pace with his life.
It's like, bro, we talk about this as a solo, but you ask your buddy to come
Not
up front.
cool. Not cool. You do not do that kind of stuff. Gentleman's code.
You can see how quickly those rotations and reinforcement is being made from the side of eStarPro. They just magically appear in any places in the map. They're gonna be there.
But I look at Pompon, like comes in, like in this moment he still has his ultimate. And he just waits for too long time. He thought that he was gonna be a 1-to-1. You should always be expecting someone waiting for you in the bush.
I think Huahai pretty much have covered all the thing he has to do in the early and the mid game, which means that he will be fully decked out and have a lot of leading personal gold earned by this Luna. And once the Luna started to participate during the team fights, the damage and those minor controls will be detrimental for DRG.GK's backlines.
And that's the problem, right? Like, because Luna needs to have that level advantage, needs to have golden item advantage. And right now everything is going very well, like just according to the script. Now Ziyan is going to be taken in. He's going to have to flash away. Comes back and replies back with an ultimate, but he's going to fall one more time. Perfect control coming in from Agai. Pompon comes in. Monlan being taken extremely low. They clean the wave, but that mid lane turret is going to fall.
Oh, but the waves are quite clean. Qingfeng will be the next target, using the flash to dodge for a little bit. Wow, managed to buy himself a lot of times.
Managed just to buy himself a little time. It was a good use of the flash, but surrounded by 3 people, nothing that he could have done. Now Huahai wants to contest this blue buff. He's being taken extremely low. It's gonna run away!
Magically finds a way out.
One more time!
Huahai, born with the destiny inside. It's like it's very impossible to kill this player.
Oh, the Blade Storm comes in. He's going to find Agai. He's going to deal so much damage. Baisho is going to be sent on air. He's going to be sent back home while at the same time he's going to fall.
I mean, those calculations of the damage is going to be taken and those cooldown waiting for the right ability to be activated again. Like Huahai is performing so professionally in this entire, like adding up 3 matchups in total.
The timing, look at that. Pompon comes in. He's going to go back home with that extra blue buff. But nothing that right now Foshan.DRG.GK can do at this gigantic performance from Huahai. There's no other character that we could use to say it's just gigantic.
8 minutes, 48 seconds, and right now eStar will still be the one leading the game.
Qingfeng disappears from from the map. Pompon's gonna come in, he's going to find only Tyran. Tyran is being taken extremely low. And now the Blade Storm is going to push them back. E-Turn is gonna focus on the turret, on the mid lane one more time, taking them, poking one more time. Hua comes in, his goal is going to take by show. He sends him back to base. And slowly but steadily, eStarPro is just one more time making a way to the crystal.
We have been talking about this forever. Like, you do not want to give Hua those very important 10 minutes to farm up. This Luna in the mid game will be a nightmare towards your backline. There's no way you can do. With this kind of composition, there's no possible way for DRG.GK finally trying to develop a way to protect the backlines, because you're going for this Pokken against Pokken. So there's no frontliner, there's no tank trying to protect Molan, Marco Polo, and Xingfeng at the same time.
There's nothing that they can do, and right now just E-Trunk is taking full control of both the red and the blue buff.
And if you are competing, how fast that these two assassin and jungler are buying those items, like Hua is completely winning going against Pompon.
Yeah, sadly for Pompon, like he is not being able to just pair up to the pace that Hua is just showing us right now. Difficult, because right now, based on what I'm seeing, DRG.GK is going to have to start using money to spend on Succubus cloaks instead of trying to to buy some damage items.
You know, sometimes if we are going to see those Pokken compositions going against each other, whoever got the longer range might be having those great advantages during the team fights. So that's what's happening now. And even though the items, the Siege Breaker is not available till this point, but as the time goes by, like gradually, like Qingyong is going to get those Siege Breaker, and the damage will be taken to another completely different level.
It is going to be difficult for Foshan.DRG.GK to do that, because right now, at this moment of time, at the 11 minutes mark, that Luna is just unstoppable. Nothing that they can do up until the moment that every single player is going to have Succubus Cloak. Without that magical damage, without the magical defense, like it's not gonna be able to take any fights. Look at that, Paixão takes on E-Tron, tries to bring him back, but now he's going to be the target. Bullseye! The Blade Storm comes in, he's going to disappear. Hua comes in from behind, comes in and it's gonna take one more person. Paixão is going to be taken away.
That team fight, that kind of coordination from eStarPro. Like, these 5 players are unite in the same channel all the time. Every single ability will be followed by the rest of the teams, and right now they're waiting for the Vanguards marching in onto the high ground towers, enable them to have more advantage when it comes to the waves. 2 Vanguards going in.
Shadow Vanguards comes in, and right now Qingyong got full visibility. Let's see how accurate his snipes are going to be. Nothing that Pompon can do. Now it's going to be the turret taken to half of its HP, and eStarPro are right now on the rush back.
Just trying to steal those HP away from eStar, managed to keep them away from their own territory and high ground towers.
But it's just like nothing that can be done. Right now it's already 4,000 gold advantage.
Yeah.
You can see already Marco Polo with Succubus Cloak. Succubus Cloak for Marco Polo and for Paixão. The only 2 people that might have an option of fighting back against Hua.
Like hopeless.
But it's a huge might again.
Hua still looking for those engagements. If the team fights actually take place in the jungle, I think whoever got the more gold and higher damage will be completely taken over. So GK, what they have to do right now, just avoid getting in touch with eStars.
Oh no, they do not have any chance right now to win that fight unless that eStarPro just makes a gigantic mistake. And look at that, Paixão is just taking in damage from E-Tron, he's just being taken. It's such a squeezy kind of Atha right now. He's not a tank right now for anyone.
Like a Luna. Oh, they're trying to chase back because they know Pompon is on the bottom lane. That's the last spot they have ever seen offered by their waves.
The boxing in is going to be wide, and right now they're going to reply back. Xingfeng is going to disappear out of this fight. Now it's going to be Paixão, the one that's going to be taken on each other.
Paixão's really tanky.
He's going to let him down. Pompon coming in from the rear. Can he take on something?
Dive into the
hill. With the second ability goes away. It's going to slam the door on his face.
Look at the
Nothing he
back
can do.
corners. It won't be a ace favoring A-Star. I mean, the game point is just one step closer, waiting for the crystal to be defined.
The ballista comes in. The people are standing up. 3-0 for Wuhan.eStarPro.